Hey guys, I just saw Endgame of Power Rangers Megaforce. It was good. A few things I'd like to point out. Well, first, like that ending, just I've never seen Ghost Sager. I don't know how Ghost Sager ended. I don't know what was Japanese footage and what was American, and I honestly don't care. It was a well written episode, except for a few parts, but in the end, it's just wow. Okay, so a few things I want to point out. I like how we get to see defeats of some people. I'm not going to say who, because, again, some people haven't seen it yet. And we do get to learn a little bit more about Rock, because, didn't really explain people's storylines. We learned that he is the brother of the prince or something like that, because I just watched it. My mind is still blown. And I'll just go through the whole episode. So it starts out with Troy pretending to train, because he's using his dragon sword, his shirt off, which, whatever. I mean, was the shirt off necessary? No. Did they do it? Yes. And then you see the other four, Jake, Gia, Emma, and Noah. I almost said Emia. Come to tell Troy that they have to go, that they were alerted of an attack. It would have been nice for Gosei to say that, but again, he hasn't been much of a sensei or leader, because he doesn't really talk. Anyway, so when they go to the battle, or not really the battle, they go to the quarry, I like to call it, and they look out into the ocean and they see like the big fleet of loogies. Now, when I first saw this, I was listening close to dialogue to see how they would explain that, because currently Metal Alice and Rock are deploying their robots and stuff, so I didn't know why they had loogies. But then, I forgot who said it. It was one of the males. One of them said, "Oh, they're just giving us loogies to slow us down," which I thought was a good explanation, because I knew that was obviously using Sentai footage, and that was a good way to explain why we're getting different villains. And then, through the battle, this is one part that bugged me. So they took a pretty long time on the fight with the loogies, but then when they got to the three main robots, they just used the night dynamic, the sky dynamic, which was just the combination of Troy and Emma's weapons, which is kind of cool. I mean, because when I first saw that, I was like, wait, how did they get three different shots? Because, okay, the night dynamic I can understand, because Robo Knight just uses that alone. But they usually come together to form the Megaforce blaster, so it was kind of cool to see them using a different style. Because that's how the toys were sold, so I'm surprised that they were waiting to do that this late into the season. Well, at the end of the season. Let's see what happened after that. And because I just watched it, I don't really remember that much about it. I'm gonna watch it again at 4, and then come back for a second opinion. So, and then after that, I think we see Rock come out, and they have a big fight with that. Let's see. And then, yeah, so they try to use the strong attacks on Rock, but he, absorbs that and launches it back at him, which causes the Rangers to lose their Ultra modes, and the Morphers are burned. Like, I saw this clip on PR Samurai Cast. Go check him out, or them, or that channel out, PR Samurai Cast, all one word. The clip is there. Well, obviously you haven't seen it yet, but they did a really good job on the burned effects with all the Morphers, and the Robo Knight Morpher looked really burned. Like that came out to me, because I really like when they use props, because I'm a prop manager for most of my stuff, so it was really cool to see that. And then Rock, he's what was the word Robo Knight used for the mess? Incapacitated. Yeah, so he's down on the ground, like he's sparking out, he's done. But sorry about that, something happened. I left off Rock, but then the messenger shows up like out of the water, which was kind of cool. Like when I first saw this, Because I'm still having high hopes for the Legend War, so I thought the water rising up was all like the Blue Rangers that control water, like coming up, rising out. High expectations. But it's really just a messenger saying, oh, gotta go back and watch this, but at 4. Like, oh, you're weak and the Armada's above us and they're gonna crash down, or not crash down, but they're gonna destroy you, and Rock, don't worry, I got this, chill out. And, let's see. Shoot, I can't remember. Oh, and then, yeah, so the Rangers saying, we'll never give up, and then they go fight him with their burned out morphers, which just kind of made no sense to me, but hey. So, and then, yeah, while Robo Knight's fighting him, this part is kind of funny to see it, but then it kind of explains the rest of the episode. So, when Robo Knight gets sent back by the messenger, when the Robo Knight gets sent back by the messenger, he drops his morpher. Then Gia comes back and says, you dropped this, too bad it's out of power. When I first, she said, oh, too bad it's out of power, I was like, that's kind of funny. That's like something I would say. But then, like, Robo Knight, just, like, he does that thing where he looks off, and you know he's thinking, but you just don't know what he's thinking. So apparently, he was able to, while fighting the messenger, he was able to, because he guards the Rangers from him, and he's able to, like, reroute his energy to absorb the messenger's energy into the sky or something like that, open a portal or something. Like, by power, so he powers his morpher, but the whole thing is epic. Like, when he summons that little triangle thing, that was a square, when he just summons that little triangle thing, it's kind of Kamen Rider-esque when they hench him, but I thought it was cool to see that. So, and then, like, this whole thing, he says, I have power from the messenger, he's incapacitated, so you should, like, act now and get him. He powers their morphers with his hands, which was really cool to see. Yeah, then they morph, and they go fight him. And then, like, they use, I forgot how many times they did the dynamic victory charge. They did it, like, twice, and then Troy realized, hey, Robo Knight gave us his gun for a reason, let's use it. So, and then with the Ultra Strike and the Night Dynamic all together, it was just really cool. It was really cool to see Troy do all the Robo Knight movements and animations. Sorry. I don't know what that was. It was really cool to see that. Then they destroy the messenger, and I'm expecting a Megazord fight, because Power Rangers. Let's see, but we don't get one. I gotta remember. Oh, so Rock comes out, and I forgot if they fight again, because I know somewhere in there Metal Alice comes and fights them. Let's see, the Rangers, like, demolish Metal Alice. It's not even funny. And, yeah, Rock is like, he goes to Metal Alice and says, you know, something about, you know, you're just a robot, I have to discard you. And this is really cruel, like, when I saw this, because Rock is, like, my favorite villain, but to see him disown his creation like that, because they've been in a few episodes together, it was just really, like, it was like, boom, right in the childhood. Boom, right in the teenhood. Yeah, teenhood, oh my god. Anyway, let's see, but then, like, as he walks away, she's just like Michael Bay just must have something to do. It's just a big explosion, like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So he walks over to the messenger, and, let's see, the messenger says, Rock, the Armada's here, like, they're almost there. They're out in the horizon somewhere with rainbow. So anyway, I gotta hurry up. This thing isn't charging. Let's see what happens. Oh, he says, you gotta hide yourself. They're coming. They're not gonna recognize you. They might mistake you for an enemy, because, you know, he's still got the cyborg plates and everything. I can see where they're going with that. I mean, I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just saying originality. So, yeah. So I think at this point the Rangers are deep. Oh, the messenger's head. That's what's talking to him. Because they blew him up. That was kind of funny to see the messenger's head. Like, hey, you gotta discard yourself. They're not gonna recognize you. That was kind of funny. Yeah. So at this point, the Rangers are demorphed. They're just talking, and at this point, they go back to see Robo Knight. He's gone, like gone. So Noah bends down and says he's doing his CSI thing. He's like, oh, he dragged himself off, which is kind of cool. I'm glad to see Noah actually doing something, stepping up to the plate to do something. And then Troy's like bent on finding him, but then like they call Gosei and they give him the report. They're like, Meadow Alice and the messenger destroyed. Rock has escaped, but we can't find Robo Knight. He's missing. This point in the episode, just this is where my heart is racing. I hear Gosei's voice and he's like, Rangers morph now. I'm like, what? Morph, and they're like, that's like the most I've heard Gosei talk on morphers like since early season, because he's like urging them like, morph now, morph. Like, if I heard that on my Gosei morpher, I would be creeped out. Like, this is like, it's like, oh, it's about to get good. And at this point, I'm checking my info button. I'm like, okay, this is ending pretty soon. What are they gonna do? I hope they don't rush it. And I thought maybe it's a 2-part episode coming later today, or oops, huh? I have to think about that, but I don't have time. I'll think about that later. But what was I gonna say? See, they morph, but then you look up, fleet armada just there, demolishing, just Transformers-esque, like just blowing stuff up. Oh my goodness! This part in the episode, I am gripping my bed at this point. Oh my goodness! So they hide behind a tree, because I've seen the Great Superhero Battle 199. It was good. So I'm trying to see if they're using footage from that. They are not. This is all Ghost Sager. Sorry about that once again. So this is all Ghost Sager footage. And I'm just like, hold on, Saban. So they hide behind a tree, right? This is like the defining moment. You've got 1 minute to explain your story. And it's like they're all like, oh no, what are we gonna do? And out of nowhere, I hear Troy say, I have to go find Robo Knight. I'm like, Troy, you've got Armada up there, team right here. You want to go over there and find Robo Knight. Why would you do that, Troy? But it just adds to the suspense. So we see Troy running. Like, they're trying to kill Troy. Troy's just running like all Michael Bay style. And I'm like, okay, it's 1:30. What are you doing? And I see Troy run to the screen with the red Ghost Sager logo on his chest, and it says "To be continued." Oh my goodness, this part. Ever since I was a kid, every time I would see a "To be continued" on screen, my heart would be racing. Just, oh my goodness. They ended the episode right then and there, and then it fades to black, and all you hear is, "Are you ready, kids?" Oh my goodness, best ending ever. Now, this part, I'm just thinking to myself, like, cause I just, all this excitement just got to me. I was like, how are they going to finish this? Is this continuation? It's gotta, if they're doing it all the way to 2014, I can't wait that long. I'm so eager. And it's like, I don't want to believe the truth, but I think we're going to have to wait until next year to see what happens. It's like, oh my goodness. Props to Saban. That was just so good. Like, one word, just epic. It was amazing. Wow. Just, man. Power Rangers Megaforce. Just, that's it. Just, alright, I'm coming back at, after I watch it at 4 for the second opinion. But, man, good episode.